What's cracking, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages? This is the special Chicks on Wrestling Montreal Screwjob. I am your hostess, Pinky, the hit girl, like Pinky, and this is
Jade, the showstopper.
cool. You got a couple more names: Icon,
there we go.
Band.
Yeah.
Who? Yeah.
I just remembered showstopper for some reason.
Works for me. So yeah, this is our Montreal Screwjob episode. This is a project we've been working on for quite a while for you, our fans.
Why I gotta be the bad guy though?
Because I love pink and I'm not wearing shine. No, thank you. Well, let's see. For the better part of about 15 years, a lot of the fans around the world have had some of their personal issues and personal views on the Montreal Screwjob happen on November 9th, 1997, which changed the face of professional wrestling just
forever.
Into no end. Let's start with Shawn Michaels. Shawn was brought up through American Wrestling Alliance, AWA, WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling, for those of you who don't know, USWA.
We actually found AWA on our TV.
We sure did.
The other day.
And we actually saw Shawn Michaels. We actually saw Shawn Michaels, Marty, and Mr. Perfect versus Playboy Buddy Rose, Duck Summers, and it looked like Mad Dog Vachon, but he was under a different name in AWA. That was pretty hilarious. How young did they look? I know. So, let's get kick-started here with Shawn Michaels. Tell the fans, what do you know about the man? His notes might help, I'm just saying.
Yeah, even though I can't understand your chicken scratch.
Touch on a couple of the fact how he came up and...
If I can understand your scratch.
Oh
yeah,
my
chicken
God.
scratch, can't talk.
It's so not chicken scratch.
To me.
Oh my God, you are so special.
Let's see what the fans think.
This is not chicken scratch. Well, let's just say for those of who haven't watched Heartbreak and Triumph, the Shawn Michaels story, Shawn Michaels came up the ranks, as I said, and finally landed in the WWF around 1988, and along with his tag team partner Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
What's up? Hi Goober, how are you? Anyway, it's pretty apparent that Shawn Michaels actually had the skills to pay the bills, per se.
He was good.
I would say so.
He was really good. They were both really good.
Yes, as the Rockers.
That's the reason why Brett actually wanted to wrestle the both of them.
I agree. We'll get to Brett in just a minute. But you're absolutely right. I would say Shawn Michaels broke out singles career and won championships, accolades,
tons,
TV shows, title reigns.
Did he do TV shows?
He did. No, Jenny Jones.
Oh.
Baywatch. No,
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, definitely. He still had a lot to prove as far as like if he can really go in the ring. So enter Brett the Hitman.
I think a lot of them actually do that though. A lot of wrestlers start kind of with shows and stuff, and then really show how much they can be in the ring.
Okay.
Because they start with their star power. And then once they have their fan base, I think then they start really going into their wrestling, because then they now have, people that follow them.
That's pretty interesting. Excuse me, I'm working with a sore throat here, so
people are shaky in the house.
Yeah, my throat sounds a little raspy, so my bad. Bret Hart came up through Stampede Wrestling, which was his father's promotion in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Oh my God.
What's up, Canada? It's cracking. Came up through Stampede before landing. Tough as all get out until landing in the WWF in about 1984, around the surge of nationwide wrestling. Vince McMahon was taking over territories, and Bret was a part of the new age. You had Bret, you had Shawn, you had Marty, You had Mr. Perfect. You had all these other guys that was coming up at the same time.
Which I actually thought that Bret was after Shawn. I didn't know that Bret was before Shawn until I saw the DVDs.
Way before Shawn Michaels. Way before Shawn Michaels, which is pretty cool. So, you have Bret, who, student of the game all his life, born into wrestling royalty. You can't get no better
Triple H.
She said.
I just know our fans.
Oh, you guys are horrible. Wrestling royalty, and him along with Jim the Elbow Neidhart just wrecked shop in the tag team division, and had some fantastic matches with the Rockers. That was not even televised, but the Rockers actually won the tag.
It was such an amazing match, and it sucks that it wasn't televised.
I was pissed.
I still think to this day that it should have been redone.
Fix the ring.
Like not even redone, but at least give him a rematch.
It'd be nice.
That would be aired on TV.
It would be nice, but that didn't necessarily happen. So let's just fast forward a few years. Bret Hart has done some amazing things in the wrestling business. He's become the king of the ring. Twice, if I'm not mistaken. He is Triple Crown winner. He's all these accolades, but as small as his stature as he was, it was pretty hard for him to kind of prove himself in the land of the giants. Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, until you had guys like Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat come through and showcase their talents at a WrestleMania, and like, ooh, Bret's like, cool, I could do this. Well, let's see how long it took Bret. It took Bret a few years to win his first WWE title in his hometown. And that was absolutely beautiful. And it was finally time to see if Bret can really hang. Enter Bret versus Shawn.
I wonder.
1992.
I wonder, honestly, if that's why it meant so much to him to not lose the title in Canada.
Well,
because he won it in Canada, so.
Well, that's a really good question. What do you guys think? Do you honestly think that the title meant so much to Bret because he first won it in Saskatoon, Canada, back in 1992 from Ric Flair, and had to then defend it and drop it to Shawn Michaels less than 5 years later? You guys tell us, comment box right here. Fast forward to WrestleMania 12. The Iron Man match. Shut up. I'm tongue-tied. I'm still floating.
It's all good. We all get tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Tongue-tied. What?
Oh my God.
Tongue-tied.
The 1 hour.
See, one starts and the other one follows.
The 1 hour Iron Man match. Fantastic match from start to finish.
Great match.
You cannot get a better match than that.
I was glued to the TV, and
she really was. Now, fast forward to Bret leaving the WWF shortly after that match. He wanted to, do a couple things, and Shawn Michaels gets pushed to the top. You have guys like Stone Cold getting pushed to the top, and when Bret comes back, he's a tad sore about some things. He's a tad pissed off because this was the generation that he knew. This is what the wrestling he knew about. Really? No. Well, enter Survivor Series. 1997. No one will ever remember the rest of the card for this pay-per-view, just only the main event. In Canada. Montreal.
Main event to remember.
Apparently so, because, oh my gosh, the action started hot and heavy. Now, you guys tell me something. Since Shawn Michaels has come clean about all of this, about being privy to the screwing of Bret Hart, do you honestly think if he had met Jesus, he would have said so by now?
No.
I don't think so.
That's my personal opinion, but
okay,
no.
Give me a reason as to why you don't think he would.
Because he was too much into drugs and all that. He was screwed up in the head, from all the drugs, from everything that he was doing to himself, and just wasn't right. And so I don't think anybody in that way, Shawn Michaels or not, would be right to say or to do.
Well, I tend to agree, because if he ain't found Jesus, I don't think he would have said a word about the screw job.
He even said he would do it again.
No, he didn't necessarily say that. He just said he's not sorry a bit. He's not sorry for what he did because he thought what he did was right for the business. Not that he would do it again.
He didn't technically say he would do it again, but he led you to believe he was saying that.
Well, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. Now, you tell me, you have a guy like Bret the Hitman Hart who's been with your company for eons and eons. You sign him a 20-year deal and you back out. You have another rival promotion offering this man millions. Oh God, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars. Okay, shut up.
We just totally
totally
this
went there. I know.
to not a serious thing.
But how do you think Bret should have reacted? I honestly think Bret did what he thought was right, but reasonable creative control notwithstanding, the way that the screw job was handled was just disgusting, disgraceful, horrible, and it was just wrong. I mean, you want the man to lose in his home country. That's like Sheamus losing in Ireland. Never gonna happen.
Not now.
Definitely not now. Probably
maybe back then.
No, I doubt it very seriously. But you honestly think Bret was really just gonna take this lion down? I don't think so. We had the wonderful opportunity in our research to research Wrestling with Shadows, which chronicled everything.
I love that DVD.
She actually doesn't like documentaries, but
I
she
hate
loved
them.
this one.
I hate him with a passion.
But she loved this one.
Oh, I love it.
It was interesting to see the insight as to what was going on behind the scenes. Bret trying to make sure this is the right thing for him to do, and I don't want to lose the title in my home country. Give me, let me come out the next night like Shawn did and drop the title. Why can't I just do that? Why I gotta be the one to, drop the title in my hometown to this little punk over here?
Especially being that Shawn came in after him, I think.
Well, not necessarily that, because at one time they did respect each other.
Right, but I think it might have had a little bit to do with it. I don't know, because I'm not Bret, but maybe that was in the back of his mind a little bit.
Maybe, maybe not, but you have some wrestlers like Bret Hart that might take the business, and please do not say it's Hitman fans, because I love the pink and black attack. They might have taken it too seriously, but that's how he grew up.
Yes.
That's what he is about.
Right.
He loves his business and loved everything about it. But to screw the man in his hometown, to be referee Earl Hebner, to tell him to his face, I swear on my kids I wouldn't do that to you, no matter what they told me. Well, yeah. 10 minutes before the match, I guess he made his decision loud and fucking clear, did he not?
Please.
Now, getting to the match was a clusterfucky of a match, but it was so well planned. It was so beautiful. Until
it was a great match until
Shawn Michaels
I was talked into
wrapped him in a sharpshooter, and Earl having to ring the bell. What?
And then running
out the ring. So basically,
running out the building.
Exactly. So basically, Bret Hart just gave Vince McMahon his heart, his soul, and his livelihood, and Vince, for all his millions of dollars with his stupid company, just fucked him. Because why? He didn't want him taking the title to, let's say, WCW wrestling and dropping the title in the trash like Alundra Blaze did. You didn't really see her much after that, did you?
See, I think that is just in itself wrong, because of the fact that all these people put their lives in Vince's hands and in each other's hands, to, make this show, and all that Bret was asking was just to lose the title, or not lose the title, in his home country.
Okay, so basically he just wanted to DQ Smogs, whatever.
Right. Being that he is someone that was faithful to Vince for so long, don't you think that Vince should have, gave him that honor, that privilege?
Maybe.
Being that he gave him some creative control?
Well, no one ever claimed Vince to be smart. I can't say Vince is the biggest idiot, but kind of is. But it's like this. When it comes to that and the screw job, Vince messed up.
Yeah.
Royally, because if you didn't want nobody to have that much creative control, you should have said that. You shouldn't have put in his contract reasonable creative control.
But he might have just, like everybody tells me, spoke before he thought.
Yeah, diarrhea of the mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Vince,
but did it a business way.
Yeah, but still, those thoughts still apply in this situation. Think before you speak, because you're an idiot. I'm sorry, Vincent Kennedy, man, you are the dumbass here. You done lost your mind. Brett gave you 14 years of his life, his heart and soul, no pun intended, career, and you just piss him off, piss him away, because why? You wanted to back out of your deal. All you had to do is say, I couldn't pay him.
Right.
And which he did say, you can't pay him, but still, really? And then he gets, before he even gets to WCW, he gets screwed for basically no reason. What do you guys think about this? We have a running debate here. Did Vince screw Brett, or did Brett screw Brett? Interesting questions. Or did Shawn and Triple H screw Brett?
Yeah.
Because as word would have it, Triple H was the catalyst behind the whole thing. He didn't pull the trigger, but he sure brought things into position. Which put the idea in Vince's head to screw Brett.
Which again, it still falls back on Vince, because I'm sorry, but why are you going to have your stars making your decisions for you? Telling you, ideas to screw one of your biggest men.
A bunch of catty yes men. Worse than old biddies in the church, I'm just saying. Worse than choir members, I'm just saying.
Okay, but Triple H wasn't even dating his daughter by the
like
that
I
time
said.
Yet. I would understand it if he was dating Stephanie by then.
Like I said, catty biatches. Worse than biddies in the church, worse than choir members on stage. For real stuff.
Hunter, you are my man to the end, but done fucked up.
His fault. And I support Brett the entire way, because that's just my personal opinion on it.
I do love Brett now, though.
Do you know?
Oh, I do.
For his athletic ability or his looks?
Definitely not his looks. It's all his athletic ability. I love Brett, but he ain't pretty.
Damn. Brett
He
is
ain't pretty.
Brett Sergeant Hart, you are like sexy.
No.
And his birthday is 6 days before mine. Yay. He is the best there is, the best there was, and the best that there ever will be. Thank you very much. And Shawn Michaels, just the heartbreak kid, the showstopper, the icon, the main event. Yeah. Got his ass whooped by Taker.
Yeah, he's still cute though.
Whatever. Googly-eyed mofo.
Although, I did not like him.
Googly movie.
After watching all this homework, I was mad.
You was just a hater. Anyway, kids, you guys tell us what you think. Give us your thoughts, your comments about this subject. Post them here, down where? Down there. The comment box is like right there. And thanks. Thank you so much for tuning in this week on Chicks on Wrestling, this special Montreal Screwjob.
Thank you so much for watching.
You guys are awesome. And we will check you later. Bye.
Later.